Hey guys, Formula Finds here. I got an eBay order in. It was an auction, and these are all classic illustrated. And I think there's only 7 books in here, but I paid $21.37 with tax and shipping. Now, this was an auction, and the seller actually had a lot of classic illustrated that he was auctioning off, all starting at 99 cents and free shipping. So they got a lot of attention, a lot of bids, and some of them went real cheap. Some of them didn't. And I think these went fairly cheap. Some of them I kind of missed out on, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, I had 3 different orders that all came in one. One should be 3 books. Actually, 2 of them should be 3 books each that were specified as high grade. And then one I got, which was an older book, which was actually rated as a 1.0. So that's going to be interesting to see what we got on that one. As far as, well, let's just go ahead and open this up and see what's on top. We'll go from there. Okay, so as of right now, we've got the one that I paid for individually here, which is Classic Comics, number 34. So far the wrapping is good, and it is bagged and board. didn't even know if this was going to be the case or not. But I believe I paid, I'll put it up in the picture here, but I believe it was $3.27 free shipping for just this book. He has this as a 1.0, so as we can see from at least front cover, so far it looks at least obviously 1.0, so so far so good. If it isn't 1.0 and he does grade his comics, it's going to look pretty ugly at somewhere pointed along in this display, I would assume, but so for the best. Okay, so far that's looking mighty nice. So this is Classic Comics number 34. Let's take a look at the back here. Oh, just knocked that over. Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry, guys, I knocked over a water with my foot. But so this is the first printing, number 34, and HRN, I believe it's HRN 35. And let's open it up here. I'm expecting a little bit of bad news if it's got it as a 1.0. Okay, so we are detached, which is kind of expected. Are we? Yeah, we are. Let's see if we are at the Staples here. But again, this is graded as a 1.0, so I expect this to be complete, a pile of newspaper. Let's see if we can find the sensor fold here. Where are you? I'm going back the wrong way here. Sorry guys, I don't prepare for these videos. Okay, so there we are. We're actually attached, barely attached there at the bottom. Actually, we're actually okay at the bottom, and we're attached at the top, which is pretty cool. We are detached at the cover, so it is what it is. But other than that, other than the chip here and blah blah blah, it's actually a clean 1.0. Yeah, I would give that about a 1.5, and I feel I grade pretty harshly. But this is a first printing HRN number 35, and on my comic shop they're asking on 3.0 for $23. So to get one at $3 to my house, free shipping, I'm quite pleased with, actually. So that's good. So these next 6 are supposedly supposed to be high grade, and I think I ended up paying on average $2.70 per book. None of these are original printings, so they obviously don't have a lot of value, but I looked at them and they look to be pretty clean, so that was the reason why I made this purchase. And oh wow, okay, so that's yeah, that's near perfect. Just a couple little, just barely there, little ticks on the spine, and well, not much at all. And yeah, so this is HRN 166. This is obviously later done. I'm going to open this up real nicely. Ooh, okay. Well, that's a pretty clean Classics Illustrated, so that's cool. So this is number 111, but if you guys are familiar with what HRNs are, obviously there's a lot of different issues, different printings, and you'll even have sometimes a 15 cent, a 25 cent, so forth and so on. They kept on reprinting them. So the HRN really just means highest reprint number. So the way you can tell to find out what HRN it has is you can look at the back of it, and you look at the highest number, obviously, because everything that came before that, obviously, has already been in print. So now you're at, obviously, number 166. So this book is going to have an HRN number of 166. So that's how you do it. So obviously, the lower HRNs are going to have a little more value because they were printed earlier. But if anyone's not familiar with how HRNs work, that is the gist of it. Because they're always going to say the original printing date on the indicia. So if it came out in 1947, you can have on the indicia say that the copyright is 1947, but that doesn't mean that your book, which might be 1969, it's not going to obviously be from the 40s. So you're going to have to make sure to check. This one here, we got good old William Tell. It's got some ticks, but some on the top, but I'm still calling this a good, probably a fine plus at the very, very worst. VF, I would say, VF minus. So we got William Tell, and to check the HRNs, we looked at the bottom, we got HRN 166. And again, that's how we tell. It's a 15 center. Pretty clean book though. Nice bright colors, actually. That's really, really cool. Yeah, I was hoping that they'd be obviously somewhere at least in the fine range. And for $2.75, I am going to take it. Next one, I actually have two of these in this lot. I got two Crime and Punishments. This one's not bagged, but one of them is, I believe, an HRN 152, and the other one's a HRN 160 something. So I think one's going to be a 10 center or a 15 center. This one's a 25 center. Let's take a look. Actually, I'm not even going to open this one up. It looks pretty clean. This one is the HRN 169. Obviously, this would be the later one because it's a 25 center. But we're just going to take a quick peek up here. Got a little smudging up there. Spine looks damn near perfect. And the back looks pretty clean too. So we'll just leave that the way it is. And let's go ahead and... Next one we got is good old Puttenhead Wilson, and HRN number 166. And I am going to take, I see a little damage there at the top. I'm going to go ahead and just peek into this really quickly. Looks like it's got some tanning there. Might just be the lighting, but the colors on this look really, really bright. Yeah, the spine is very nice. Oh, right to the centerfold there. And we are attached, obviously, as we should be. And a little bit of tanning, but no chips of any kind, which is really pretty cool for a book that's, got some tanning like that. So that's really cool. So anyways, that's Puttenhead Wilson. I will obviously will put this in a new fresh bag and board. But moving on here, we've got The Call of the Wild and HRN number 169, and this one is another pretty clean one, which is cool. And lastly, the second Crime and Punishments. This is the 15 center. This one should be an HRN of about 150, 152. So this is an older one. And I am going to make sure that it is in good condition here. Yeah, so we got a little tiny little bend up there at the top. Minimal spine damage. And a very clean back. And nice and tight. And that's some pretty cool artwork. And that's cool. So $2.70 on average for these higher grade classics, and $3 and about 20 something cents for the classic comics Mysterious Island. So yeah, I'm happy, and just thought I'd share because I haven't shared a video in about a couple weeks, I guess, and that's what I'm at, collecting some classic illustrated. So that's all in the video, and thanks for watching, guys.